Okay, let's go to what's
You know what I say? I give you credit though because you didn't lob it. At least you threw it. You know what I mean? At least you threw it.
That's true. That's true.
He needed that type
I
of
got you.
from
It was still bad, though. It was still bad. It was still bad.
Read
So
now,
you can do your
please?
job,
It's
sorry.
my turn. Camera back this way, please. All right, so two of the most heavily criticized players in the NBA are going to go head-to-head tonight. Both special players, of course, but one really struggles to stay healthy and has not been able to deliver on that promise he made to Philadelphia now a decade ago. Remember it? Trust the process. Well, the process feels like a very long process. People are impatient. The other doesn't show up or take initiative in big moments and has been heavily scrutinized since joining the Knicks. But now, these two players have an opportunity to rewrite the narrative. Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid, a 7-game runway to send their teams to the Eastern Conference Finals. But the question is now, who needs to be better in this series? Who needs to prove something more? What do you think?
It's Joel Embiid. It's not even a question. You know, first off, when people are like, well, you know, he's battling back from injury. When isn't Joel Embiid battling back from injury? But Stephen A., the same case that people make for the Knicks, they can make for the 76ers, right? Being healthy, how the seas have parted. Cade Cunningham coming off a collapsed lung. James Harden coming into a team late to the season, trying to get acclimated. Neither him or Donovan Mitchell have had big games yet. It took Jared Allen 18 and 16 the other day to show off how dominant he can be, right? You think all these games went to Game 7. Joel Embiid against Karl Anthony Towns. There was a game earlier this season. He fouled Karl Anthony Towns out in 16 minutes. 16 minutes. Karl Anthony Towns got fouled out. All the conversations I hear about being one of the greatest bigs to ever do it, all that is correct. The skill set is incredible. Now, look, you can lose me with the whole Premier League soccer experiences of him falling down on the ground and looking up at the refs and flopping around all the time. But if there's a game for him on this stage, because of the history that those two have, all the steps in the process have led to this result of them having the seas pardoned, their chance to get to the NBA Finals. When has there been a better opportunity for the 76ers to get to the Tyrese Maxey playing his ass off? BJ Edgecombe playing his talent. Paul George actually starting to come up and play the right way. Kelly Oubre, all the styles that they have, they're finally healthy. This is the moment that Joel Embiid has been waiting for since 2014 to get the job done.
And
this is it.
Stephen A., I also want to point out Joel Embiid not on the injury report. He looked banged up.
He better not be.
I know, but he looked banged up at the end of that Game 7. He's not even on the injury report. So let's throw that out there. Go ahead, Stephen A.
Jay is wrong. The answer to this question is Karl Anthony Towns. A couple of years ago, the Knicks were in the playoffs against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid played on one leg and averaged nearly 35. We know what he can do. We know what he's going to do if he is remotely healthy for this series. There is no answer for this man other than his health. There is no answer. There is nothing anybody. He will abuse Mitchell Robinson. New York Knicks fans, just brace yourself for that. He's going to abuse Mitchell Robinson. He's going to abuse anybody in his path that's guarding him. He's Joel Embiid. He is the only thing that has stopped him is his health. Nothing else. Karl Anthony Towns is an entirely different matter. I love what I saw from Karl Anthony Towns. I love the way he was utilized by Mike Brown over the last 3 games of the series, how he basically made him a point forward, point center, how the offense was going through him, how he took Jalen Brunson off the ball, and Jalen Brunson was doing his thing. I love all of that. It was really, really good to see, okay? But that's the Atlanta Hawks. This is Joel Embiid. And guess what? Considering how hobbled he is, how easy it is to blow by him because he can't guard, especially he's not somebody that can go out there and guard you. He probably won't even be guarding Karl Anthony Towns. If Nick Nurse is smart, that won't be happening. But if you Karl Anthony Towns, you're a legit 6'11", you got to take advantage. You're one of the greatest shooting big men of all time. We know what you can bring to the table. And it's going to be necessary because if Joel Embiid is on the floor, it's just a given he's averaging 25. It's just a given. We know this, okay? So in order for the Knicks to win this series, the big boys are going to have to show up and neutralize what Joel Embiid is going to bring offensively with their own offensive prowess. And ain't nobody looking at Mitchell Robinson to do that. There's one man that's a big man for the New York Knicks that you're expecting that from, and that is Karl Anthony Towns. He is unquestionably the answer to this question.
I say most of the times I think you will be right. Let me ask you this. How much longer do you see Joel Embiid playing basketball, considering his health?
Man, I don't know. It might, hell,
okay.
He hinted that this might be it. Or next year.
All I'm saying to you is it feels like every time he gets hit, he's one injury away of being like, man, like how long do we keep going through these steps, this process? How long? And all I'm saying is if there was a moment for him, I get it. He can drop 35, but the health is a real thing. And that's the one thing we've always questioned with him. Is he available? You don't question his talent.
Yeah.
You don't question his ability to drop buckets. I just don't know how much longer we'll be able to continue to ask that question. Is he available?
That's true. That's true, but that can't be on him. If you're not healthy, you're not healthy. If you're hurt, you're hurt. If
That's why it's
the man
more
is
important.
on the basketball, but what
That's
I'm
why
saying
it's
to you is
more
this.
important for Embiid, because it's not on him. He got to capitalize on it now.
Well, again, you can say capitalize on it now, but there's nothing he can do if he's not healthy. All I'm saying to you is this. He could be in the game and Maxey could fall into his knee again and gets pushed into his knee again, or something else could happen to him. We don't know with Joel Embiid. What we do know is as long as he's on the court, if he is hopping like a kangaroo, he's still giving you 30 against the New York Knicks. It's what he does. And so what I'm saying to you is there's no question what he's going to do. There's just a question as to whether or not he's going to be on a basketball court. There's nobody questioning what Joel Embiid. Look at him. This is against the Knicks this year. 32-10 on 61%. It's what he does. It's what he does. And I'm just telling you right now, we're not questioning anything about him other than his health. We are literally questioning Karl Anthony Towns. What you going to do? We believe in him. We hope. But you talk about an expectation. If Joel Embiid is allowed to take a damn cane and hop on the damn basketball court, we'd still expect 30 from him against the New York Knicks, because that's how gifted he is, and that's what he does to them. Karl Anthony Towns has to be that kind of dude to neutralize that, and you got to play the way you played against the Atlanta Hawks. You got to play the way you played when you were at your most effective this year. It can't be. This is a moment where go back to the tapes and go back to Shaquille O'Neal interviewing Karl Anthony Towns on Inside the NBA. And he said to him, nah, Karl Anthony Towns is a team effort. Nah, Shaq said, nah, you got to do it. You got to do it. You can't be deferential. This can't be some situation where the Knicks are winning more than they're losing because Karl Anthony Towns is not shooting. No. He got to make it happen. You got to have something to offset what that brother Joel Embiid is going to bring your way. It's that simple. If Joel Embiid is going to be completely dominant and the Knicks big men are going to give them nothing in return, they have no chance. They have no chance. You have to offset what he's going to bring to the table. And the only person to do that from the front court for the Knicks, really, even though I should say OG Anunoby can do it too. But you know what I'm saying with KAT. KAT has to show up. Period.
I'm just saying, I think OG's a better situation. Allows him to play small, get Joel Embiid moving around more in the perimeter, have him chasing down shooting.
Okay.
I think that's the answer.
I'm just saying, did Karl Anthony Towns got to be away from the basket, launching some threes?
Yep.
Got to do something. Got to put some points up.
Right.
Got to.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens between these two. Knicks, Sixers, tonight. We're looking forward to that. I'm like, what day is it? Over the weekend. You know why?